Welcome back to Honey Film Africa Hofa TV talk show. I still remain Fortune Famous in the studio.
Ugosat water.
Oscar JJ Uche.
Okay, like we said before, we'll be talking about teenage pregnancy and teen mother. Africa as a case study.
Hello, you're watching from Honey Film Africa. Still on the need to address teenage pregnancy. I would highly recommend this to every parent out there, especially those in the rural areas.
However, teenage pregnancy has become out of the day, especially in Africa. It is imperative that we look into it or look at it as a common problem that we must tackle continually. Join us on our weekend talk show on
Honey Film Africa.
It has been a lingering issue in Africa, an issue of concern. Female children of between this age of 13 and 17 rather
To 19.
to 19 even. No, let's give it 17. Let's start from there.
Right.
This unwanted pregnancy, we keep doubting what could be the cause of this. And you see the way they suffer. I see them on the street, some being rejected, some being denied, some being stigmatized, and it has called for a great concern that we need to address as an issue anyway. So let's quickly talk about this issue. What do you actually think is the cause of this teenage pregnancy?
Okay. From my own point of view, teenage pregnancy has become a random phenomenon in our society today, and we should know that somehow there is this skyrocketing of social activities. Nowadays children compete so unhealthily. Some maybe in form of fashion. Nowadays we are talking about phones. They compete with each other. Look, I have iPhone 13. This one will say I have Pro Max. This one will say I have iPhone 12, and each of them wants to strive to make sure that she gets that particular phone. I'm just taking phone for an instance.
Exactly.
So before you
There's
know
gadgets.
it,
They want gadgets.
Before you know it, they would want to do anything to make sure that they gain that phone, so that next time they win the argument.
You mean at that age?
I'm telling you.
At least parents should keep talking.
So they want to get that phone so that they can win the argument anytime such argument comes up. You understand? Apart from that, you can see that these children now have also gone into fashion. Unhealthily too. They see one or two clothes online. They want to wear that clothes, not minding the amount. And the parents are not even aware of all these things.
Prices.
Sometimes the rich parents, they cause the whole thing. You understand? They fashion their children in a way that even the poor will be feeling so neglected, so repudiated. So how do you compete out there when your class is not there? So since you don't have the class, you make up the class. So how do you make up the class when you don't have the resources? You use what you have to get what you want.
All right, thank you very much. And that's exactly a point from Ugosat, which means gadgets, the quest for gadgets and fashion, the trending fashion, has become a tool of getting these children enticed into sex and all the rest. Okay, let's quickly talk about it again. We have Miss Uche Oscar. Let's quickly talk about your own point of view concerning this issue.
Okay, thank you very much. I feel the parents have to be blamed basically for this, because charity begins at home. One of the problem of this teenage pregnancy is poor parenting. So there's some families, you see some children, donating money for their feeding.
Okay.
I've seen a lot of families like that. Parents are lagging behind in their own responsibilities. The earlier they reawaken themselves and understand that they are leaving these children outside the world.
Yeah, she has a point there. She has a point there. Poor parenting, What she's actually trying to say is, if I may understand you to mean that some parents are lagging in their skills of training their children, right? Like the upbringing is too poor. Their parents don't take good care of their children. They just move from in the morning and then come home in the night, sleep. In the morning they hand the children over to the house help, where the house help would only apply or implement what she knows or what he knows as at his or her age. This is poor parenting has cost us more damage Sometimes they allow their children roam out, especially those in a rural area.
Yes.
Okay, another point I strongly believe, these children they're not just getting pregnant. These teenagers they're not just getting pregnant, but rather they have some useless men who have no remorse whatsoever doing all these atrocities to them. Some could be a suggestion of Chichi, go and buy me a recharge card, bring it, I'm in the room. I don't know if you understand.
Yeah.
Go and buy me a recharge card, bring it, and with that free mind, Chichi might just come into the room and the man start, misbehaving and all the rest. A child that doesn't know anything or trying to learn new thing, you see an experienced man teaching the child what she's not supposed to know at that age. All of a sudden, day 1, day 2, day 3, before the child gets corrupt. So why we keep blaming parents when once you are a parent, all you need to do is take good care of your children, monitor their movements. In fact, advise them on general notes. Advising your children doesn't really mean you want to spoil them.
No.
Always tell them this is what you should do. If this man sends you a message, if anybody sends you a message, don't ever step into their room. You see, most times you see kids, they run to one uncle that don't even relate to them.
Yes.
You see them carry the children on their lap. At this point, to me, it's not really good.
It's not healthy.
Understand? So children are being exposed to immoral acts unknowingly to the parents. Some could be what they watch on TV, like some channel that are restricted from kids rather, like PG rated 18 and all. The people who did that, they are wise enough for you to choose what to subscribe on and what not to. So at this point, we'll be back shortly. Let's go for a short break. Thank you very much.